What's up, y'all? It's your boy Claire, and I'm back with another video. And yeah, this is my prediction and preview for WWE Saturday Night Main Event. Yes, Saturday Night Main Event is tomorrow night, and I believe it's supposed to be 2 hours or more than 2 hours. But also, you can easily watch it on NBC or you can watch it on Peacock. One of those two. Actually, I don't have NBC. I think I have NBC on the app, but I only have Peacock, so I'm just gonna watch it on Peacock and stuff like that. And yeah, we only got how many matches? We only got five matches on the card. I believe we only got 5 matches, or I think five. Yeah, I think 5 matches. I believe. So yeah, I think it's 5 matches on the card. So I think it's time for us to do that. So I mean, so I think it's just gonna be really, really cool to see that. So, yeah, let's get right to this. So first, I know tonight on SmackDown they're doing the Women's United States Championship tournament, the semifinals, which you have Bayley versus uh Chelsea Green. Then you have uh Michi versus Tiffany Stratton. So we don't know who's gonna win. I think I might go for Chelsea Green winning on this one. Yeah, I think Chelsea Green might win this one because I would love to see her beat Bayley, stuff like that. I can see her beating Bayley on this one. And then the other side for Tiffany, I can see Tiffany beating Michi, stuff like that. I can see her beating her, things like that. And then who be in the finals? Who I think can win the Women's United States Championship? I'm gonna have to go for Chelsea Green. I'm gonna have to go for Chelsea Green winning this one because she been super over. And I think, her talents, her moves, and everything. I think Chelsea will win this one. I know a lot of people want Chelsea to win the Money in the Bank this past year before Tiffany won it. I think that it'll be cool also that a lot of people will be saying that, oh, Chelsea need to do this, Chelsea need to do that. And I think she will, if she wins the Women's United States Championship, it'll be a huge pop for her rest of her career. And I would love to see her what she gonna do after she wins the Women's United States Championship. I want to see what she gonna do. Like, because this is a new era. And I think the reason, and for Tiffany, I don't think Tiffany has the money to bring briefcase, so I don't think she don't cash in on Chelsea. I think only person she gonna cash in on is Nia Jax. And I think they're telling that story there where she gonna continue trying to cash in on Nia. We don't know when she gonna cash in on her, but she might cash in on her sometime soon next year. She might, maybe at WrestleMania 41, she'll cash in on her. Feel like we did. This past WrestleMania 40, we had Damian Priest cash in on Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So they could do the same thing with Tiffany, where WrestleMania 41, she cashed in on Nia. Maybe on night 1 or night 2, she cashed in on her and become the new Women WWE Championship, or WWE Women's Championship, or champion, my bad. So yeah, but we don't know when Tiffany will cash in, but they're telling the story where she'll cash. That's why I don't think she's winning. So my choice is not Tiffany. My choice is going with Chelsea Green winning the WWE Women's Championship. Now the next match, the second match, I would have to go with. Well, yeah, the second match will be. The second match I would love to go with, and that is Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Now, if you already know, Sami Zayn, we all know the last time we saw Drew McIntyre was since Bad Blood, the Hell in a Cell, when he lost against CM Punk. And now, 2 weeks later, he actually returned by attacking Jey Uso in the backstage. Then he attacked Sami Zayn twice. The first time he attacked him was last week. Where he attacked him after Sami had his match against Steph, or lost the match against Steph, because he was blaming on Steph, saying that he was the one that attacked Jey, but Steph said he didn't do it, stuff like that. So we already knew that Drew was the one that attacked Jey backstage, and then he was attacking Sami. The second time he attacked Sami was Sami tried to walk up to the ramp, and Drew attacked him again. And then obviously Sami did got to pay back, where Drew was try to like leave out the building, and Sami did got to pay back Bailey ambushing him. So yeah, I think Drew is winning this one. And and the reason I say Drew is winning this one, because they're telling the story where Drew, because the bloodline, Sami, Jey, and Jimmy, they got back with Roman. They ended up teaming with Roman. It's not about them teaming up with CM Punk. Not about them having CM Punk teamed up with them. Like Drew said that his feud with Punk is over. Like, he's not worried about him anymore. It's already done. But it's the deal with Roman, where Sami, Jey, and Jimmy, they end up teaming up with Roman. The guy that took over the company for 4 years. Taking over WWE for 4 years. Since the pandemic. Then he nearly tried to end every guy on the roster, on the WWE roster. Tried to end their career. He did the same thing with Drew, did the same thing with Kevin. We're going to talk about Kevin Owens in a couple minutes. Like maybe in a few minutes. So they're telling that story there where remember, Steph was the one. He said he didn't want to team up with Roman at War Games. He didn't want to team up with him at War Games. Stuff like that, because he had issues. Even though he did hit Roman with a chair 10 years ago when they was in the Shield. So that's how Roman the way he are now. He turned Roman a monster. He created a monster. And Drew, he's the way he is because Jey came to Monday Night Raw a year ago. Cody brought him to Raw. And their history between both of them. And stuff like that. So, honestly, Drew is the hater of the year because he's not going to let it go. The Bloodline screwed him over. The Bloodline screwed him over where he was trying to beat Roman for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship at his hometown, at Scotland. It was at Clash at the Castle. That was 2 years ago, since 2022. Even though Solo debuted at Clash at the Castle and then cost Drew the match. So I wanted him to go after Solo, but it kind of makes sense. But even though he still was going after Jey, because after Jey did, so it's kind of like, But Sami, they're telling a good story like where, Sammy got back the bloodline. He teamed up with Roman, things like that, to fight Solo and his bloodline. So it kind of makes sense. And they also had CM Punk as a fifth member. So, and CM Punk was the fifth member for the OG bloodline. So it kind of makes sense. But Drew said he's not worried about CM Punk. The only thing he was worried about is that Jay, Sammy, and Jimmy, all three of them, teamed up with Roman, the guy that almost ruined his career. I mean, not ruined his career, but screwed him over and took over WWE for 4 years since the pandemic. So yeah, that's why he attacked Sammy twice, and he attacked Jay backstage, and that's how Jay was injured. I believe he was injured, so he not mentally clear. So I think we might see Jay. Will we see Jay on the Saturday? Will we see Jay on the Saturday night main event? Not really, because he's still not mentally clear. I have a feeling that we might see the new bloodline interfering that match. Maybe cost Sammy the match, and then that way Drew will take advantage. Basically, would get advantage. Not basically. The new bloodline will probably see the new bloodline probably like cost Sammy the match, and then that way you have Drew winning the match, maybe like Claymore Sammy, and then pin Sammy and beat him, and you go on that. So yeah, and I will see Kevin Owens interfering that match because he has a problem with Cole. He did say that, he's, but I can see the new bloodline causing Sammy that match, and that's how you have Drew win the match. So yeah. So anyway, the third match will be The third match will be the World Heavyweight Championship, the triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship, which is Luther versus Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. First, it was Luther versus Finn Balor, but then the one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship, but they changed it to a triple threat match and they added Damian Priest in it. So now it's a triple threat match. So yeah. So I don't know. I think Finn is not winning. I know people want Finn to win, but he's not being Luther. He's not winning the World Heavyweight Championship. He's not. And Damian's not winning because him and Finn has that rivalry. I see the only thing who can retain the title is Luther. Luther is retaining the title. I'm sorry. Luther is retaining the title. And the reason I say Luther is retaining the title because Damian and Finn, they got their rivalry going on. Even though they're in this match. But they have their rivalry going on. Finn is jealous of Damian because Damian had the world title. It's all started last year where Damian cost Finn the world title against Steph. And that was a payback for SummerSlam, this past SummerSlam, where Damian got screwed over by Finn the first time. And then the second time he got screwed over, it was at Survivor Series. He got screwed over twice. And even though those two have rivalry back and forth, even I said the rivalry their rivalry wasn't gonna be over yet, because these two have their back and forth situation. They got their back and forth. So that's why they not gonna deal with it. And that's why I said that Ben is not winning. I see Damian try to pin Luther or things like that. I see the rest of the Judgment Day, like Carlito, Dominic, and JD. I see them interfering, trying to basically jump Damian and jump Luther, things like that. And I see Luther basically pack them up You would try to pack them up, things like that. And I see Finn basically use his finisher move, and then next thing you know, he pinned Damien or something like that. Then actually Damien kicked out. I see Damien kicked out of that. And I see Gunther basically attack the Judgment Day for getting out of his match and stuff like that. I see him doing that, and I see Finn try to use a chokehold on Damien, or basically do a power bomb and then use a chokehold on him, and then I see him beating Finn, and then that way you would have Gunther retain the title, retain the world title, and you would have those two where Damien and Finn still have their rivalry going on. You would have Gunther move on with a net challenger. I don't see Gunther losing the title anytime soon. I see him losing the title maybe against John Cena, where John Cena have his farewell tour. I see John beating Gunther at WrestleMania 41, maybe night 1 or maybe night 2. I see him beating Gunther for the world title. That's the only person I can see. That's the only person I can see. That's the only person that can beat Gunther for that title is John Cena. That's it. So yeah. So I would have to go with Gunther retaining the title. I don't see Finn winning the world title. And we know Damon's not to win the title because we know he don't get screwed over. Even though Finn is in this match, and we know that the Judgment Day is going to screw him over as well. So even though it's a triple threat match, it makes sense. But anyway, Gunther is retaining the title. he is retaining the title. Yeah. The fourth match will be Io Sky versus Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship. And I like this, that Io Sky is number 1 contender. If y'all remember, last month, Io was the number 1 contender to face Liv for the Women's World title. I thought they would do like a random episode on Raw, but it makes sense to do it on the Saturday Night Main Event. And it's kind of cool to see that, is that Io is winning, is in this match. And obviously, Io is not winning. She's not beating Liv. I can see Raquel interfering that match, maybe interfering the match, things like that. And I see Rhea Ripley stopping Raquel from interfering, things like that. And they basically put Raquel through the announce table, things like that. And I see Liv attacking Rhea and things like that, attacking her, things like that. And they basically, remember Rhea and Liv did team up at War Games, so they did team up. Rhea and Io, they did team up at War Games a couple weeks ago. So they kind of, cause Rhea, you remember it was on Raw where Rhea, after Rhea beat Raquel in I think it was the Balls Everywhere count match, and then I think Liv was trying to stop Rhea or something, and then Io got in the midst and then basically stopped, Liv from interfering and things like that. Then after Rhea beat Raquel, they had the champ. Her and Io had to hold the championship title, Women's World title, and they both look at each other. So I think, to me, I think Io's not winning. She's not winning this match, bro. It's not gonna make sense to have. I mean, some people will say it makes sense, but it's not gonna make sense because you still have to have Rhea and Liv. This rivalry are still going on. I would like to have, because Rhea was the one that pinned Liv at War Games. So unfortunately, they will have Rhea. Fortunately, Rhea will get her title back. Maybe sometime at WrestleMania 41 next year. And then she'll finally ended this rivalry once and for all. and how Rhea beat Liv for to basically regain the Women's World title. So I guess, yeah. But right now I don't think Io is beating Liv. Liv is retaining the title. We all know. And even I say Liv is retaining the title because like I said, Raquel is gonna interfere. She's gonna interfere, and the referee not gonna look. And I can see Rhea getting involved as well, attack Raquel, things like that, attack Raquel, maybe put her through the announce table. We know Liv gonna get involved because Liv is in this match. And then Liv gonna do something and Raquel is gonna be like, then Liv take advantage where Io start attacking Liv and then throw it out the ring and then even like I said, Io's still not gonna win. And things like that. And then that way, So yeah. But like I say, Io's not winning. She's not winning. I love Io, but Io's not winning. So yeah. But I'm gonna have to go with Liv. We'll take the title. Like I said, it will be a good match. But Liv is retaining the Women's World title. She's not gonna lose the title until next year WrestleMania 41 when she goes against Rhea Ripley. And that's when Rhea get her title back from Liv. So yeah. The last one and not least is the main event. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed Universal WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. So, here's the thing. I know most people on social media want Kevin Owens winning. Other people, half of the people doesn't want Kevin Owens winning. They think Cody's gonna retain the title. And I got, Cody is not losing the title. We already know the first time when Kevin Owens was a babyface, he would have pulled the trigger. It basically cost himself, and that was at Bash of Berlin. This is when Kevin was a babyface. He would have pulled the trigger every time when Cody's leg was injured, and Kevin would have pulled the trigger, like he would have injured him. And basically that ended up costing himself. And that's how Cody beat him and ended up retaining the title. Now, Kevin is a heel. So he can do whatever he wants. So he can injure Cody. Cody did have an injured leg when he was going against Chad Gable last Friday on SmackDown. So he did easily take advantage by he easily can injure Cody's leg by taking Cody advantage. And I know the history between that where Kevin Owens delusional, he think that Cody betrayed him, and because he teamed up with Roman at Bad Blood, the guy that almost ended his career, the guy that almost ended his career for 4 years and got screwed over by the bloodline and things like that, almost took everything away from him. And that's why, and he feels the type of way because Cody teamed up with the guy at Bad Blood, the guy that took over WWE for 4 years, the guy that almost ended Kevin Owens' career and almost took everything away from him. The bloodline screwed him over. So it kind of makes sense. He's been fighting Roman. He's been fighting the bloodline for 4 years now. So it makes sense that he blamed Cody. And he injured Randy, which we don't talk about Randy in a second. I think Kevin Owens is gonna pull the trigger. I think he's gonna injure Cody somehow, use a power bomb on the edge of the ring. Maybe try to use the Piper Driver, but Cody's gonna reverse it. All of that. I think he's gonna injure Cody where Cody feel painful, things like that. Because Cody is blaming on Kevin is blaming on Cody for everything. So he's gonna really injure Cody and gonna injure him really bad, and basically going to destroy Cody. But I see the referee get knocked out or something like that. But I don't see that because that's the bloodline be doing. But I can see something where the referee get knocked out the ring or things like that. And then I can see where Cody get stunned by Kevin Owens and maybe try to or I can see Kevin Owens do a cross or things like that, and I can see them getting attacked. And then I can see Kevin try to get a steel chair while the referee down. And I can see when he tried over there, I can see Randy return and do a RKO on Kevin Owens. Or maybe get the chair from Kevin Owens, and then I can see Randy returning at a Saturday Night Main Event. I can see Randy get the chair from Kevin and basically return. And I can see Kevin Owens be shot, things like that. And I can see Kevin try to attack Randy, but then Randy do an RKO on Kevin Owens. And I see him helping Cody, things like that. Cody look shocked that his friend is here, things like that. And I can see Randy, things like that, help the referee up. And I can see Cody doing 3 crossroads on Kevin and pin him 1, 2, 3. And I can see Cody retain the title by the help of Randy and Randy by the help of Randy. And I can see that happen. I know some people say that, oh, what if after the match, what if Randy turned on Cody? What if Randy turned on Cody? Like, did him an RKO on him as well? I don't see that happening. That's not gonna happen that soon. I mean, they've been teasing Randy that he be looking at the Undisputed Championship, things like that with Cody held. But I think they're going for that route. Maybe at next year at WrestleMania 41. I see Randy winning the next year Royal Rumble. I see Randy winning the next year Royal Rumble. Yeah, I see Randy winning the next year Royal Rumble, 2025 Royal Rumble. The main Royal Rumble. I see him doing that, and he can go on and go against Cody for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania 41, maybe at night 1 or night 2. So I can see that happen. But yeah. So I can see him turning heel maybe before WrestleMania season. Maybe like maybe by the time before WrestleMania comes or stuff like that. I can see him turning on Cody at that direction. I can see him turning on Cody by giving him an RKO. And then he end up turning heel. Basically try to injure Cody or things like that. And I can see him giving an RKO on him. I can see that happening. And you would have Randy versus Cody for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And you could do that. And you explain why Randy turned on him and why he did that. And you explain why he did it. And you can do that. We hadn't seen a heel Randy Orton for quite some time. So the last time we saw a heel Randy Orton was like in 2020, 2021. I think that's the last time we saw a heel Randy. So now we didn't actually see the heel Randy this time. So maybe next year, So yeah. Right on time where WrestleMania season comes. So yeah. Like I said, I can, and And I know people are like, what about Kevin Owens and Randy? Are they gonna get a match? They might get a match probably like next month. Cause I believe next month they are gonna have another Saturday night main event next month. I think it's in January 20 something. So it probably will be like a 2 weeks or a week before the Royal Rumble. So yeah. So I think they might get that match there. And I see Randy beating Kevin Owens and then go on towards the Royal Rumble and things like that. And they end their rivalry right there at the other Saturday night main event at next month. And then, and yeah. And you would have Cody go on maybe against somebody else. And then you have him go on and face The Rock. You have him go on and face The Rock. Maybe at the Royal Rumble, probably. And then, because we know that The Rock is going to return at Netflix, Raw on Netflix. So he might, because he's involved in that story, because he was the one that did pin Cody at WrestleMania 40 Night 1 in that tag team match. So I could see that. Because he did say he'd come after Cody for that title. Doesn't matter if he lose the title. It doesn't matter if he keep the title. He's still coming after Cody. So now Cody still have the title. We're obviously going to get The Rock versus Cody for the Undisputed Universe Championship. Possibly at the Royal Rumble. At the 2025 Royal Rumble. So yeah. And then after Kevin and Randy done feuding, I could see Kevin going after Sammy. Because he did say last Friday. Because Michael Cole did mention Sammy on that in that interview. He said that he's not worried about Jay and Jimmy. That's Roman family. They're a Roman family. That's it. But with him and Sammy, with far concerned, him and Sammy, they will cross that bridge. And eventually. So we will get Kevin Owens versus Randy at WrestleMania. Kevin Owens versus Sammy for WrestleMania 41. And you could book that match and you could tell him how he felt about it. Like how frustrated he is. Like, you could tell that story there where, remember last year, Kevin and Sammy, they teamed up together. And they actually defeated the Usos for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania 39, Night 1 last year. Now, Kevin Owens can say that, like, you teamed up with the guy. You went back with the Bloodline where we beat the Bloodline last year at WrestleMania 39. We beat them at WrestleMania 39 and we won the tag team titles against the Usos. Not only that, you went back with the Bloodline again and teamed up with them at War Games. You see how that story will be. You see how Kevin be frustrated. He mad because his own best friend went back with the Bloodline. Teamed up with the guy that almost ruined his career, almost ruined his life for 4 years. And you go through that story there. You did Sammy versus Kevin. Sammy versus Kevin at WrestleMania 41. You get that. So yeah. And like I said, Cody retained the title. So yeah. You can do that match. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, guys. That is my prediction and my preview for tomorrow for WWE Saturday Night Main Event tomorrow. You can watch it on NBC or you can watch it on Peacock. One of those two. I have Peacock, so I'm gonna watch it. So there's only 5 matches. So yeah. So you can easily do that. So yeah. But yeah, guys. If you like this video, make sure comment down below. What you guys are for with the match? Who you think gonna retain the title? Who you think gonna lose the match? And why is that? like, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.